It's the last call. You usually hear that from the bartender, but on Sunday at 11:30, make that midnight today, you're going to hear it from me. Welcome back. I'm your host, Justin Holbrook.
So the biggest question is, can you do an Ed Orgeron impression yet? What was it like to hear him talking? Can you do the impression? Because I've been working on mine. I think I've got a pretty good one.
Yeah,
Hey, if you have one.
It's kind of hard to do it. I don't think anybody can do it except for him, to be honest. I mean, hey, you want to give it a try?
Yeah, it's good to have you here on the program, Peter.
Yeah, that's probably the best one.
Looking forward to hold that tiger.
That's exactly how it sounds. I'm not even gonna lie.
In the second video, you saw our interview with Kate Blackman, but you didn't see was our special guest in the studio. Check this out. Bam. Are you kidding? Somehow he got away from us. All right.
It was a party on the plains last night for the Central Red Devils, who won their second state championship in school history.
I've gotten more fulfillment out of this one. I wanted to give something to a community. I wanted to give something to players, and I wanted to give something to coaches.
We started a thing with a ring. They started that back in 1993. We wore black tape around our fingers, so for us to be able to take the black tape off and replace it with a ring, that's amazing.
Central scored 2 touchdowns on its first 2 drives, including a huge 3rd and goal on a quarterback keeper by Peter Parrish. Parrish was named the game's MVP after running for 100 yards while passing for 78 and a score.
I mean, we just did it for our community, really. I mean, words can't describe this feeling. I mean, you know, we just feel like we're on top of the world right now. It's good to know that we went out with a bang. So.
The senior quarterback was the individual MVP, but the award could have gone to the entire Central defense. They shut out Talia Tungavailoa in the first half and showed out in the 3rd quarter by forcing 4 turnovers, 2 of which were returned for a touchdown.
October the 5th, at Connect Stadium, it's off at 7:30.
Confetti rains once again on the Kings of the SEC as Alabama wins its 4th SEC title in 5 years. What was Georgia's revenge after last year's national championship turned into Jalen's. He came back and led the team to a game-tying touchdown and then the game-winning touchdown to give the Tide another SEC title under Nick Saban.
Nick Saban thinks the Dogs should be in the playoff. However, they'll likely go from Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans as the highest-ranked SEC team not in the college football playoff in the Sugar Bowl. On your side from Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, Jack Patterson, News 3 Sports.
A bunt against the runner to third, and so here it is. Tying run 90 feet away, a grounder to Tanner Jones, and he throws him out. Auburn wins its first state championship since 2010, and 15 seniors go out on top, while Jennings goes out on the bottom of a pile after pitching a complete game, 3-hit shutout.
Coach Nemo, I give everything to him. He's been there since I was in 8th grade, and that means everything. I mean, my parents have started me since I was 4 years old, and this is the biggest thing in my life right now, and I'm just so proud. I thank them so much. I love them.
It was probably one of the best games I've ever seen him pitch. I knew he was going to pitch good going into it. He was going to let his defense work, get the ball on the ground, and I had no doubt that we were going to win that game. When they say 3rd time's a charm, they really mean it. There's no better feeling, honestly.
When you play for something more than just the game, you play so much harder. And for that dude right there, you can ask anybody on our team, we will do anything for him. We can call him whenever and he'll give us the best advice. So he's there for us all the time.
Oh, really, I mean, there's 15 of them, which is the largest group I've ever had. And to watch them grow together from 8th graders, because I get to watch them from 8th graders on, so I've been with them for 5 years. And I don't really look at them as players, they're more a part of my extended family. And I'm so blessed to have great kids that I can count on, and that they do things that teachers compliment me on my kids, which is that's more moving than anything else.
Auburn University is no longer just a football school. For the first time in nearly 2 decades, the Tigers won a share of the SEC regular season title in Bruce Pearl's 4th season with the team.
Think about your greatest moments. One of the things that made him great is the people you shared the moment with. That's what makes it so special. To share this championship with the men in that locker room is what makes it special. We did this, and we did it together.
The thing you have to see this week is the thing you have to hear. This was the Friday front page of the Capital Gazette the morning after a gunman opened fire inside its newsroom, killing 5 people. Their names: Wendy Winters, Rebecca Smith, Robert Heisen, Gerald Fishman, and John McNamara. Mr. McNamara, better known as Mac, reported on local sports for more than 2 decades. He's described by those who knew him as a versatile, hard-working, and witty man who took the time to be a mentor to the next generation of journalists. In a recent Facebook post about documentaries on Mr. Rogers and Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Mr. McNamara posted these beautiful words, which carry meaning well beyond 2 films. Quote, "In these troubled times, when the forces of darkness seem to have gained the upper hand, it's nice to be reminded that there is still justice and kindness in the world. You can thank me later." Mr. McNamara, I will thank you now for your dedication to local sports, your impact on the world of journalism, and more importantly, for your compassion and kind heart. You and your colleagues will never be forgotten.
You're probably wondering why A, I have a hat in my hand,
What is that?
and B, why my voice is so bad. With that being said, went to the Falcons game with this joker right here.
Who dey?
He's a diehard Bengals fan. We made a bet. The winner of the team's game, the loser had to put on the winner's hat.
That's right.
I am a man of my word. I honor my bets. So.
Oh man. With
Jack Patterson.
With the first pick, the Cincinnati Bengals select Jack Patterson.
Oh man, this is bad. And I lost my voice in the process of the game. So.
And I didn't lose anything.
Man, oh man. Wow, he's just full of good ones today.
Welcome back to Picks of the Week. Look at this set. Man, it looks pretty good, doesn't it?
The set looks a lot better than it normally does.
The poinsettias look pretty good. They're red, kind of like Georgia red, but it ran red with Georgia's blood in the SEC Championship as the Crimson Tide won the game. I'm sorry, Jack.
I'm done talking about that. You've already heard me say enough about that in this show, okay?
Every week we show you one video that you just have to see. This week we have Arthur Cooper. Yesterday he turned 100 years old, and for his birthday he wanted to tee off one last time before calling it quits, and he did just that this morning. As if it couldn't get better, Mr. Cooper's grandson also teed off. I got a chance to talk to him after that. Why do you enjoy golf so much?
It's just a good game. And did fairly well. I shot my age. Everybody has to shoot their age.
Congratulations on winning the 2019 Pro Bowl. Let me present you guys with this trophy here. There you go. Get it down below. Here we go, here we go. You got it? There you go. You guys got it? There we go. Here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Congratulations, guys.
At one point this year, Jason Witten said somebody pulled a rabbit out of their head. We didn't know that was actually possible until he did it tonight with this move. Classic Jason Witten. All right, that'll do it for the last call. Time to lock up. We'll be on a little later with the Super Bowl on WRBL next week, but we'll have plenty of exclusive Super Bowl content on next week's show. So grab a Red Bull or 3 and be ready. All right, take it easy.